Good morning. Today is Tuesday of markets and it's November 29. I'm going to start sharing the screen for reporting the market today on agricultural products. This is the screen I want to share. I'm going to expand this. Hey, my name is Eleazar Gonzalez, and this is the market for this week, November 29, 2022. We are reporting first how the market compared with the Midwest and national. And we observe data from at the national level, observe increase in prices in most of crops, except for a few of them, but we see more crops with price rising. These increments were not observed in the Midwest. We didn't collect or we didn't report data for this region, but this increase in prices on mainly crops or agricultural products, it doesn't mean it's a direct response from inflation at this point. These products are inelastic products. That means it doesn't matter the price, people will keep demanding the consumption of these crops, these products, and will be ups and downs. So like we have been reporting normally. Another look of this data can be shown on this graph for week 47, and we can see the national pricing is a little bit more higher than the Midwest, comparing the specific crops like tomatoes, peppers, cauliflower. We see similar pricing in other areas, in other crops. But if we compare the conventional market with organic market for selected crops in this column, we will see a graph like this. You can see there is a gap here of value. Oops. This I'm going to select here a market. This gap here is the gap that may market difference, but between moving from price from a conventional market to an organic market imply many requirements. One of them is to be certified organic. And a lot of farmers, they want to avoid that. They want to avoid that tramit because also imply to meet a specific regulation to grow crops. Other people decide to collect or to produce products based on natural production system like sustainable or naturally grown products, and they follow organic standards too. And they also compete with this pricing. But officially, we only have data for these two markets, the conventional and the organic. You can see in this graph, for example, tomatoes, there is a 50 cents difference in value. In the case of zucchinis, we observe a more significant difference, almost $1 value. So that is where the farmers need to evaluate his business planning and production costs to decide he can achieve move to an organic certification. Next graph will be about livestock, how the livestock market happened in Missouri. In this case, we are reporting Southwest region, specifically the Joplin Regional Stockyard, data from November 28, and the last report was November 14. Using this data, we had a report of 8,864 head sold. That represents a very similar amount compared to the previous report on November 14, but the price was 2.62% lower at $194 for the 100 pound. That was specifically for steers who weigh 600 pounds or less. For those large steers with 600 pounds or more, the price was at $174 for the 100 pound. Then we moved to another market. Let's go northeast Missouri. In this region, we observed a drop in the pricing for those steers with 600 pounds or less, but very much because there were not a lot of fair. The last report we had here is November 22nd, but that represented only 120 heads compared to the 1,200 from the previous report. When we move to another market now, in this, let's go to the Northwest region. In the Northwest region, we have been observing a consistent pricing in around the $200 value, the average, for those steers, which is 100 pounds or less. In this last report, November 25, we observed an increase of 3.41% compared to the November 16 report. The number of heads sold in this market at that time was at the November 25 was 2,514. Another market here is in the central region of the state of Missouri. In the central region, we report for Callaway Livestock Center, and this livestock yard observed an increase of 4.18% compared to the November 2021 report. This was a $200.53 value for the 100 pounds weight. In this market, on November 28, yesterday, the number of heads sold were 2,399. Then we move to a small ruminant market. In the small ruminant market, we see different ups and downs in pricing. In this week, we are reporting for comparing November 27 with the report of November 21. And we observe an increase on those chips with 60 pounds or more. The price paid was $303 for the 100 weight. If we compare this value with similar small ruminant, in this case goats, with 60 pounds or less, this one here, it is almost the same. It's $291, but it's lower. When my point here is we observe also an increase in this, but if we see goats over 60 pounds compared with lambs over 60 pounds, the price for goats was bigger at $209 for the 100 weight pound. So that was our 11% increase compared to the previous report. Finally, we have here the prices for boxing. Box Big Choice was sold at $254.83 up to yesterday. Today I saw the price and was kind of dropping a little bit, but these prices normally don't change too much. Right? The change from the previous report was 0.05%. In the case of Box Select, the price was $233, only 0.26% change. It's a positive change. Finally, we want to say thank you for your attention, and esperemos we enjoy, we wish you a very nice week. See you next time. Bye. Have fun. Sí.